listen over. You a queen when I less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Girl, you're such a powerful woman.
Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's your girl Owamie aka Miss Fear for collaborating back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, almost welcome. Please do make sure that I subscribe and also hit the bell. I absolutely love you. Now my ninjas, you guys know that we are on that young African and famous and African season 3, baby. We are back and this is actually episode 3. There are 2 episodes that are out, so if you've not watched them, go watch them. But spoiler alert, if you've not watched, I would not advise you, because like I'm giving all the tea, so you should go watch it first on Netflix and then come back here and then you'll be able to get it. But now we're also going to go to another couple. Before we get to this one, I need some water. Oh, it feels good to drink water and there's no detail in here. Oh gosh. Oh, you know I went through trauma, but I'm okay now. I've seen some of you guys trying to make jokes and talking about how every time you see a Stanley now you think of detail. I lived through that, so what do you think it's okay for you to send it to me to re-traumatize me, But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this chendish bobo. This nonsense that I saw here, I was like, as a community, we are not really educating enough. We really are not. I'm going to bust a lot of bubbles. So, if you are somebody that get PC easily, I don't think this video is going to be for you. Maybe, your BP should not go up. Maybe don't watch this particular one because, yes, we're going to be talking about DJ Naked and his now fiance, Kayla. I don't know if it's Kaylee or Kayla. I'm going to call her Kay. I'm just still trying to figure out how am I even going to start this one, because this is something that's very important and I feel like a lot of you guys can also learn from this. Let me tell you something. When a man does not want to marry you, he does not want to marry you. Especially if you're with a man that has money and is not marrying you, it's because he does not want to marry you. A man does not need to be reminded that he needs to propose. A man does not need to be told that he needs to propose. A man does not need to be forced that he needs to propose. A man does not need to be, oh my gosh, family meeting, friends meeting. When are you proposing? When are you marrying? It's been 4 years. Pressured. A man is not supposed to. Let me tell you what you do when you've been with a man and a man is not proposing and you want marriage. You go and pack your bags. You go and start looking for your husband. And then you will meet a man that actually wants to propose to you. So they are currently engaged. But let me tell you, my vendor even if they get married, there's two. Even if they get married, I see it ending in tears. I hope it won't, but I don't see it working out. And let me tell you something. When you force a man to marry you, he will resent you for it. There's a reason that man doesn't want to get married. He has his own reasons. Sometimes maybe he doesn't even want to tell you what those reasons are, Now, Naked has been married 2 times before, if I'm not too mistaken. So he's already a 2-time divorcee. And you want to pressure that same person into marriage, he's about to get a 3rd one, in my personal opinion. When I saw it on Instagram that they are engaged, it was before I actually watched the show to the end, because it was actually like their last scene, getting engaged. I was like, ma'am, you forced this man. You were at a point where you wanted to move out of the house because he did not want to take the next step. You've been with him for 4 years or almost 5 years, this and this. It literally even had to take Kanye Mbao to Shia in Dubai to come back and talk to your man. that he should actually see what he has. That man asked a question, what am I getting? That's enough to say, I'ma put this ring down and let's just date. You start looking for your husband, my sister. The way Naked was talking about Kay, it was just heartbreaking. Or if she wants to leave, she can leave. Or if she leaves or someone takes her, then it was not meant to be. Even in her presence, even in front of their friends, how embarrassing. And there was a scene where, Naked was basically cleaning the pool and she had to go there. She called him first. He heard her, chose not to respond. She called again. She had to be now saying, no, come, this and this. He had to drag his feet going there like a little baby. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's like the beggar in this relationship. 4 years, I feel like that guy has just not been emotionally there, and Kay has been fully in it, Like, that's what I got. Those are the vibes that I can say that I actually got. Kay has been wanting to get engaged. She's been wanting to get married to this guy, but this guy was not really like into the whole thing of marriage. At this point, I feel like he was pressured in it. And I think this is the other issue that people don't get. Just because you're beautiful does not mean that that man loves you. Men can pretend. I'm not saying that he doesn't love her. I'm just simply saying, because people actually, there are things that, there are times where you will find that this man was dating like a 10, right? In societal standards. Oh, she's a 10, she's everyone. That girl is gorgeous. And then you find that he dates this person for 4 years, and then he goes and marries someone who the society doesn't even deem that person as beautiful. After dating for only 3 months, and everybody's like, what happened? Just because you're gorgeous does not mean a man will love you. They may fall in love with the idea of falling in love with you because you're gorgeous. You look great whenever they walk into places, you give them that status, but deep down he really doesn't love you. Sometimes that's how it is. Now, I'm not saying that's the case with this two. I don't know what the chende is, the shenanigans, but yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't really rejoice for this engagement for them because I feel like an engagement should come naturally. And I feel like this man was literally backed into a corner. He was pressured into just proposing. And I feel like he just proposed for the sake of just proposing. And when I tell you guys, the next season that comes, if they are still there, I have a feeling they will be having a fight because Naked will be saying, oh, let's wait before we get married, and Kay will be saying, no, we need to set a date. Because I feel like he just gave her the ring just so that she can shut up. And some people are like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. Oh, it finally happened. How was it not going to happen when you were out there, like literally walking away, guys? I know and understand that some of you guys just don't get this part. Sometimes walking away is the best thing for yourself. Honestly, when Louis invited everybody or invited them to go to, I forgot the name of that country where he's from, and it was such beautiful scenery and everything, DJ Naked left Kay at home. I don't think that man is really as in love with that woman, eh? The way he talks about her with his friends, whenever they're talking, it's like no protection whatsoever. The way he even responds to her in front of her friends, it's like no protection whatever. And then he goes on and leaves her behind, and he's now asking Kanyimba, what is he getting? Like, if someone has to tell you what you're gonna be getting from that person is not your wife. Why are you setting yourself up for a third divorce? Why do you like them divorce courts so much? What's going on? That was some BS. And clearly they have watched, and now they're celebrating obviously on Instagram and everything. If I was her, I would have literally just put out a statement, the engagement is off. We are actually just taking a break to find ourselves because of there is absolutely no way. Guys, marriage is a lot of work. Hear it from a divorcee. Divorce is even harder. For some of us anyway, So if you're gonna get married, try your best to do it right the first time. You don't want to go through all these shenanigans that you have to go through, trust me, you know. And when you have to force, because remember, it's a man that has to ask a woman to marry him. You don't have to force him. You don't have to whatever. Now, personally, the advice I'd give, date a man, especially if this man is financially stable, but he's not paying lobola. After 2 years, still continue dating him, but start looking for your husband. If you want, you can leave him if you want. But if you're not ready to leave, start looking for your husband, because clearly this man might not be the one. Anyway, congratulations to the couple. The whole season, I didn't see Kay do any other thing except for begging for an engagement. There wasn't any drama that I could say that she was there. She's not really a dramatic person, honestly. She's not a dramatic person. She's very reserved and everything like that. All she just wants is that ring from her man, and she got it now, you know. So yeah, I'm happy for her. When it comes to Naked, I really do have to say I give it up for him. He really tried his best to make sure that, you know, people were just a bit more nicer to Annie, but due to the fact that Nadia was doing too much, people were now starting to gang up. So I feel like he also decided, hey, let me also back out a bit. But what he did for her, I felt it was really, really nice. I feel like he's a peaceful person. You know, I think that he is a good guy, I feel. I just don't think he loves this woman enough, or that deep. I don't know, you know, because I feel like if anything, he's mean to her more than he's even to other people. He's not mean to others from what I saw, especially this season, but he's so mean to her. Like, I felt like he was so mean. I don't know if maybe that was just me. So I don't know. But anyway, do go ahead and comment below what you guys think of this whole situation. From Owamie, I love you guys. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Mwah. Bye, ninjas.